Okay, so when you are ready to update the AppArmor branding template, you need to download the template.html from AppArmor. And then what I usually do is right click and duplicate this, and I work on the copy just in case I need to go back. So I need to open this HTML in a code editor. So because we have Dreamweaver, we are going to open it there. So I'll just drag that onto the Dreamweaver icon so it opens up. Just so you know, there are free smaller editors like BB Edit on a Mac or Notepad++ for a PC, and those are things that you can install if needed. But since we already have this, that's what we're going to use. So usually when you open it in Dreamweaver, hopefully it opens in this split view where you can see the design here and you can see the code here. And we don't really need to worry about anything else because we're just going to type things in this top area of the code. If you can't see all this, which I can't, I'm going to do Command minus or Control minus if you're on a PC to try to see it as much as I can. Now, in addition to this, I also usually will open the file. So I'm going to open up the template copy, and I am going to make it smaller so that I can see it. So this is the one I am currently editing, is this template copy. And then I will open the template original so we can compare side by side. You don't have to open the template original to compare side by side, but you do need to open up the template copy in your browser so that we can refresh and see what it's doing. So the area you're going to edit is between this style tag and this closing style tag. So you can see when I clicked on it, it highlighted it in gray. So those are the only things that you should mess with. And what I usually do is I do one thing at a time. So if I come here, the body background color is 22222. I don't know what color that is, so I'm just going to type something like pink and choose hot pink and come over here, and you can see that the body happens here. If you refresh it, you actually don't see the body anywhere in this. That's why everything is so oversized, because it's going to resize depending on what content is in there. So I'm going to come back in here, and because that body color doesn't really matter, I'm going to let it go back to 22222, which looks like it's a dark gray. So then this container, we don't know what the container is. Let's see what background color, what this is, sorry. So if I click here, now you can see that those two colors are green. So we do want to change that. So I'm going to change this to our brand color using the hexadecimal code of 002A3A for the darkest blue. Now remember, with a hex code, you have to have the hashtag. So I'm going to click over here and you can see what it looks like. Notice that this asterisk shows that it hasn't been saved. So I'm going to click save. And when I come over here and hit refresh, now you can see how that's going to work. So when you're looking at all of these, the background color is truly the background color. And then anytime, like right here, if you see color, this is the font color. So again, if I come in here and type in pink and then click here, I don't see what's happening, but I'm going to hit save and then refresh. And you can see that organization turned pink. So if I wanted that to be our yellow, I could change it to be our yellow. But I'm going to change that back to, where was it? Pink. I'm going to change that back to white, which is FF, just all Fs. All right, so I do want to do the header text. You can usually tell, like, this is header text and this is header bar, so I'm willing to bet that this is probably it, but let's do orange and see what we get. Yes. So if we come over back up here to header bar, and I'm going to put our F3BC47, which is our primary gold color, click in. But with that, I also need to change this for higher contrast. So looking in that header bar again, I'm looking for the color of the font. And so this one I want to make our dark blue. So 002A3A. Okay, so it looks like this red bar, if you want it to be red, you can leave it red, but that looks a little bit weird, but let's just test it. So this one back to white, this looks good, and now we have this header bar. Notice that it has white text, and then this link has a hover, and it's all white. So because the font needs to say white, especially because of this link, then this should be a dark color. So in this instance, I'm probably going to go to something called colorpicker.com, and maybe I just want a dark gray. So let's do 2A, 2A, 2A. So I'll copy that, and we're going to look for, here's the red stripe background color. Put that in there, and it looks like it's gray. So if we again save, and refresh, then that looks like it's gonna work. So it's much better, on brand. So that's all you have to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and close Dreamweaver. The last thing you need to do is the file name of template.html, it has to be template.html. So now that I don't need this one, or it's the original, I'm gonna right click and rename this and do template original not needed, like some notes in there. And then this one I will rename. I can't do template branded, I have to make it exactly the same, so template.html, and then that's where I would upload to the AppArmor template area.